Hey everyone, I'm back with another hair video. I haven't done a hair video in a while, so I felt like I should come back with something that is true to my real life, which is I just haven't been feeling like styling my hair a lot lately. I've just kind of like been trying to chill and sometimes you don't feel like doing your hair perfectly to a T and making sure it is amazing and perfectly styled. So for this week, I thought I'd show some of my favorite low maintenance go-to hairstyles that I've accumulated over the past couple years and months that I've been wearing my hair natural. So let's jump right into it. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the first and easiest one in my opinion, which is the low bun with a headband. First thing I like to do is get a gentle hairbrush and just make sure that it's not tangly. Also, please forgive the fact that my face is breaking out horribly. I have no clue why. Okay, so now that my hair is brushed out, I'm going to pull it back into a low bun situation, and this does not have to be fancy in any way. I'm just brushing it all back and I'm gathering it all, and it's kind of low and to the side. And what I like to do is I like to pull out some small pieces of hair in the front. I'm gonna leave those out and I'm gonna do something with them in a second. And then I'm literally just going to take a scrunchie or any kind of hair tie that you like. I just prefer a scrunchie because it's the most comfortable. It's not too tight. And I just kind of like to pull it half through and then just kind of grab the excess hair that I didn't pull through and just kind of put a couple bobby pins, as well as tuck the end into the excess bit of the scrunchie. I'm trying to use as little bobby pins as possible because, again, I'm trying to make sure that this is as quick, comfortable, and low maintenance as possible. So there you have that bun. And then I'm going to take just like a plain black headband. You can use a scarf, anything you want, but I'm just going with a standard black. And I personally like to just add a couple bobby pins right here. Now, I'm gonna do something with these. I have naturally curly wavy hair, so I'm able to just kind of put some water on these and just kind of twirl them around and then be a little wavy. I could leave it like this, but I personally just like to spritz it with a little bit of water because that just also helps with frizz, and I just like to twirl it in the direction that this piece of hair usually curls. This is a really good hairstyle and it's super comfortable. You can wear it anywhere. And I kind of don't want to take it out of this hairstyle because it's super comfortable, but I have to take it down so I can show the next hairstyle. One option is just leaving your hair like this with the tendrils outside of the headband and just having your hair down with a headband. For me, that just kind of like, if the front part of my hair isn't acting right, I can just put on a headband and pull out some tendrils and it just kind of looks a little extra cute. I have like some floral headbands that I could use, or a bandana or a scarf like I said before, which would also be very cute and look like you tried when you didn't. Okay, the next hairstyle I like to do is any type of braid in my hair is always really useful. Braids are really good for when you want to look like you spent time on your hair, but you really just kind of wanted it to get it out of your face and not have to worry about whether it was dirty. So one of my go-to looks is just a straight up Dutch braid all the way down the back of my head, but sometimes I like to spice it up and make it look just kind of a little bit cooler. So I'm going to do that, but like in a diagonal fashion around my head. It's kind of straightforward on how to do it. If you already know how to do a Dutch braid, then you can probably pull this off. But if not, I'm just gonna give a couple tips on how to get it started. I just grab the piece of hair as if I'm starting a French braid, just like from this way. I just split it into 3 pieces like you would when you're starting to do a French or Dutch braid. And then I just start Dutch braiding. I'm going to grab pieces just like I would with a normal upright Dutch braid only it's going in a diagonal form. Just the fact that I started with this section over here is gonna be the main thing that causes it to go diagonal. Just wanted to give you guys a shot of what I'm doing in the back, just in case it's kind of not self-explanatory. This doesn't have to be super neat. The point of this hairstyle is having it really easy and quick. So I'm not even worrying about like getting even, clean sections. I'm just like trying to get it all in there. And as you can see, I'm just kind of tilting my head and moving my arms to go along with the direction of the braid so it stays tight to my head. And I'm gonna braid down a couple more. Okay, and then I'm just gonna hold it like that. I'm gonna bring everything to the front while I'm still holding it in place. I'm just gonna brush through that real quick, and then I'm going to braid down just a little bit further. Now, right here is where I would usually stop because I have a lot of layers in my hair because I like it to be shaped for my hair texture. So you can see that little pieces start coming out here. And if I go any further down, you'll start to see pieces will not stay in. So I just like to stop here because I'm okay with the look of having a little bit extra ends, and it's easier for me that way to make it look neat. And I just kind of brush it out that way. Sometimes I might pull out tiny little bits of hair to help, and there you have it. That's my diagonal Dutch braid, and it just is a little bit more interesting than your normal everyday down the line braid. This hairstyle I'm going to do is one that I love to do whenever I am working out, when the top part of my hair is acting up or my hair is dirty or if my hair is frizzy. Doing this usually just kind of hides any problems with my hair. I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to brush it back, and I'm going to brush the sides upward because I'm preparing to put the top part up. So I'm brushing it upward like this so it kind of lays right whenever I put it into the style, and I don't have to worry about gelling it or anything. I'm just kind of making it all go that way. And I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna firmly put my fingers at my scalp right by my ears, and I'm gonna go in right at the scalp, cutting a tight part. I don't know if this makes any sense. I'm trying my very best to explain. And then I'm going to kind of float my fingers between my hair. The point of this is trying not to grab the entire top section of my hair. So you see that when I lift this section all the way up to the scalp, it has hair loose up here. I'm not collecting all of this hair because I want this part to look fuller. And I hope that makes sense. There's really no other way to explain it. And sometimes I'll use a clip, like a little small spider clip, but for this purpose, I want to use a hair tie, or a small elastic will work as well. I'm just out of those. So I'm just gonna take a hair tie and I'm gonna grab all the hair, and I'm going to be careful not to get any of the bottom hair mixed in with this because that creates big mess, and I'm just going to pull it through all the way one more time, and then I'm gonna go not even halfway through, but just like a bit through like that. And then I'm going to position it to where this extra bit is right below and that this is straight. And I'm just gonna kind of fiddle with it until it looks right. And it doesn't really matter, it can look messy, and I'm just gonna kind of mess with it. And this kind of gives me kind of a cool, like, warrior type look. I don't know, I really like this kind of hairstyle. It keeps this bit of my hair tight out of my face, and it lets my long part of my hair just flow down, and it looks as if my hair is really luscious, but you can't see the oily, messy bang area of my hair. So, okay, those are my go-to everyday low maintenance hairstyles that I use when I just don't feel like doing my hair. I tried to keep the ones that I felt like were a little bit more unique, and I kind of just omitted the ones that I do sometimes that are just kind of like in every single hairstyle video. If you guys liked this video, make sure that you guys give it a thumbs up. It really helps a lot to push it through the YouTube algorithm. Even if you didn't like it, just give me like a charity like, because I'm not embarrassed to ask for charity. I'm just gonna continue doing this while my dogs bark. If you guys feel like subscribing, I post every single Wednesday, and it's about all different kinds of things like lifestyle, hobbies, hair, sometimes makeup, maybe, sometimes clothes, but it's just a nice gal living life, and if you like that, go ahead and subscribe. That is all for me. Tune in next week on Wednesday for more crispy content.